Senior highlighters. Please rise for the presentation of the colors and singing of our national anthem, and remain standing until the colors have left the floor.
Say, can you see by dawn's early light what proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I would like to introduce Mr. Dave Colombini.
Welcome to graduation 2001. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the parents, the grandparents, the brothers, the sisters, the aunts, the uncles, the friends, and distinguished guests. Distinguished guests this afternoon are, I'd like to introduce the distinguished guest up on the stage, Mr. Bill Wyatt, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Mike Davis, Board Member, Mr. Bill Lamont, Superintendent, and would like to take this opportunity to wish Bill well. We appreciate his 6 years of leadership in the South Kitsap School District. Mr. Jim Huff, Board Member, Mr. Keith Garden, Board Member, and Senior Class Principal, Mr. Frank Sullivan. I would also like to thank the band and Mr. Rob Lewis for spending their afternoon here with us. Thank you. I'd like to acknowledge Lillian Amorine, Dennis Cruchon, and Spencer Iacolucci, the senior class counselors who have spent the last 3 years with our students. And also to all the teachers, we welcome you, K through 12, and especially the teachers of the last 3 years at the high school who've put many long hours in on lesson plans, grading papers, challenging our students, nurturing them to get them where they are today. Without you, we would not be here right now. Thank you so much for all your hard work. And also, last but not least, we welcome the class of 2001. Well, this is a day, very exciting day. It's full of joy. There's some sorrow and anticipation of the future. The main reason why we're here is to support the class of 2001. We all share in your excitement. We're all extremely proud of you. But the greatest congratulations should go to your parents and your guardians and the support groups, because no one ever accomplishes much alone. So, this is the day when each and every one of you should congratulate those who have supported you and lifted you up. Class of 2001, what I'd like you to do is stand up, turn around, and give your parents and support groups a nice round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Parents, does it really seem possible that your son and daughter is really ready to leave the nest? As parents, we always encourage our kids to be independent, and many nights we whisper the parent's prayer, which is, please God, don't let them hurt themselves. Help them fly, but don't let them fall. Just for a moment, let's put the last 18 years in perspective. Just in case you weren't feeling too old today, this will certainly change things. Each year, the staff at Belay College in Wisconsin puts together a list to try to give the faculty a sense of a mindset that year's incoming freshmen will have. There's 40 some, but I only read a handful. Number one, and here's the list. The people who are starting college this fall across the nation were born in 1982 to 1983. They have no meaningful recollection of the Reagan era and did not know he'd ever been shot. They were only 8 years old when the Soviet Union broke apart, and they don't remember the Cold War. Bottle caps have always been screw-off and plastic. Atari predates them, as do vinyl albums. The expression, "You sound like a broken record," means absolutely nothing to them. They have likely never played Pac-Man and never heard of Pong. Okay, we brought it back, okay? The original Star Wars looks very fake to them, and the special effects are pathetic. They may have heard of an 8-track, but probably never have actually seen or heard one. They've always had answering machines. Most have never seen a TV set with only 13 channels, nor have they seen a black and white TV. They cannot fathom not having a remote control. Roller skating has always meant inline to them. They can't imagine what hard contact lenses are. They've always had MTV, and they've always had push-button phones. I can't wait to see what the next 2 decades bring. At this time, I would like to introduce a young lady who has constantly been involved at South Kitsap High School for the last 3 years. She's been involved in school and community and has shown leadership within and without. Will you please welcome Jamie Surratt, who will present "We Are Never the Same." Jamie.
Parents, teachers, guests, and of course the graduating class of 2001, welcome. Well, here we are, seniors. All of our 13 long years of hard work is now paying off. We are finally graduating. But first I'd like to start out by addressing the parents. All of you parents have had to put up with a lot to see us here today. Through all of your nagging about homework, through the worried nights we accidentally forgot our curfews, through our I think I know everything stages, and because of your patience and dedication, we are all here today to start the first day of the rest of our lives. I hope that we have made you proud. Now to the teachers. You are shaping lives daily. Your influence and wisdom is forever imprinted on each of our lives. Even though it was hard to get us to actually work sometimes, it is now clear that it is all done for our benefit. You are here because you really do care and want to make a difference for the lives of the future. We certainly know it's not because of the huge paychecks. Thank you to the teachers, counselors, and administrators. You've had to put up with a lot, and we certainly wouldn't be here without you. Finally, the seniors, the graduating class of the new millennium, the reason that we are piled here in the Tacoma Dome today. Where did all the time go? I remember the first bell on the first day of our sophomore year back in September 1998. The halls jam-packed with fresh new faces, our hearts beating nervously as we struggled to find our first period class, and are searching rapidly for a familiar face in a sea of students. Or what about the first PEP assembly? diapers flying through the air, the big old seniors chanting squash more frantically, and the sensation of school spirit thick in the atmosphere. And we can't forget about our first homecoming, that magical night that cost a small fortune but is so worth it. All of these are just memories now, but they are memories that have brought us together as a class and as friends. Tonight is the symbol of our entrance into the world as independent adults. We will separate to embark on the journey of life. We will follow our hearts and chase our dreams. In our midst, I can see the first female president. I can see a Nobel Prize winner. I can see a famous singer. I can see a class united by friendship, but separated by unique character. As I think about this class and the special friendships we've created and the important lessons we've learned, I realize how much we've made an impact on the lives of one another. And so it is said that some people come into our lives and quietly go, some stay for a while and leave footprints on our hearts, and we are never the same again. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2001. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Roxanne Champaco, Michelle Negron, Joshua Reinhardt, and Stephanie Wilson, who will present When I Was a Kid, Thanks to My Friends, and to All the Ones Who Care.
When I was a kid, my cousins told me I was born under a rock and made me sit under one until I cried.
I dropped my baby sister on her head.
My mom caught me making out with a broomstick.
When I was
a
a kid,
I used to hide in the hamper.
I wanted to live on a bus and have 10 kids and 10 elephants and 10 husbands when I grew up.
I had a mullet.
When I was a kid, me and my brother were best friends. Timmy!
My brother convinced me I was adopted.
I asked to be referred to only as Baby Moon.
When
I was a kid,
I liked my imaginary friends, Mom's cooking.
I jumped off the porch because I knew I could fly.
I thought Superman was real.
When
I was a kid,
I believed I could be anything I wanted to be. Maybe our friends don't always realize how much we appreciate them for what they do. So right now I'd like to thank them for all the things they do that make them great friends. Thank you for laughing at me when I dance. Thank you for telling me when my skirt is tucked into my pantyhose.
Thank you for laughing at my jokes when they aren't funny.
Thank you for understanding my need to be fed every 2 hours.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
dealing with my never-ending boy traumas. Thank
Thank you for laughing at my prom pictures. Thank
you for listening to me blather on for hours about things of absolutely no importance.
Thank you for understanding that 1 minute I can be perfectly happy and the next be a complete psycho, not want to talk to anyone. Thank you.
Thank you for helping me roll start my car when it breaks down.
Thank
you.
you for telling me I look bad in the pants I really want to buy, but probably shouldn't.
For understanding that I'm always out of money on the 14th and the 29th of each month.
Again, for roll starting my car.
Thank you.
For sharing silly inside jokes with me.
For giving me crazy nicknames that no one else gets.
For making sure I never develop any kind of an ego.
Thank you for supporting everything I do.
Even the strange stuff.
Thank you for accepting me.
And not trying to change the person I am. So here we are, on our way out the door. Ready to leave, but for some reason we don't want to leave anymore. To my friends, to my family, to all those who care. This is for you, to let you know I was there.
I was there with you in the beginning, when we were such good friends. Then we started climbing. Climbing to a new class, climbing to a better future, climbing to a new grade, or just climbing to catch up. So soon we drifted apart. No more talking of our problems, no more sleepovers, and no more trips to Starbucks. But here we are again.
To say hi, to say goodbye, to say I'm sorry I left, because we all left someone, whether it was family or friend. They were there with us in the beginning, but this is it. This is the end. So that someone I left, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
To the graduating seniors of South Kitsap High, to my family, to my friends, to all the ones who care, this is for you, to let you know I'm still here.
And now we'd like to present Jeremy Akers, who will be presenting Looking Forward.
And Naples Duncan with The End or New Beginning.
Back in the days of February, when graduation was looming, I wrote a piece called Senior Love. I wrote it because I needed to stay sane. I needed an outlet to express my fears at the time. Yes, fears. Fears of today, this very moment, this graduation. This moment, as I sat writing, seemed to me the end of a lifestyle when I had finally come to a joy. With the bonding of the football seniors, I love you boys. The enthusiasm of the super fans. And the entertainment of the illustrious and world-renowned Croquet Club. Today, however, I stand before you to express a different sort of emotions. They run somewhere along the lines of pride, joy, relief, and exaltation. We've made it, fellas and ladies, we've made it. Here we stand, the graduating class of 2001. For myself, I've seen a decided change from that previous fear to a sort of euphoric relief and now an intense excitement. Today we make the leap off the ground into the air, which we have been anchored from, to be scattered by the wind, to go in all separate directions to find ourselves. But I'd like you all to know, my friends, that whatever path you take, I will always be senior loving you.
Well, we made it. The end of something we have known for almost our whole lives has come. We have lived, loved, and learned so much in the last 13 years that it is unbelievable that it has come to an end. But in the same way that the sun sets without end, so must we make that final walk to the beginning of our adult lives. The end or a new beginning. A day ends, a new day begins. We look back and wonder where the time has gone. Where will it go? As we look ahead to the future beyond today, all is unknown and unsure. Our hopes and dreams we wish to occur. As we move on, we say goodbye to yesterday. When we began, it seemed as forever, a never-ending path to a place unknown. But our trail has come to an end. An open plain lies ahead, ready for us to make a path. Tomorrow holds the key to eternity. Life has not ended, it has just begun. So we move on, always remembering yesterday. Thank you. It is now our pleasure to introduce
Our purveyor of pride,
Mr. Dave Colombini.
Mr. Lamont, I can proudly certify that the class of 2001 has met all the state requirements before them, as well as the South Kitsap School District. I present to you the class of 2001.
Thank you, Mr. Colombini. I'd like to add my congratulations to the class of 2001. I always try to find out a little bit about the specifics of the class, and of course, being in the district, I've been able to watch you for the last 6 years. You've been noted as being amazingly wonderful leaders at South Kitsap High School and actually throughout your education career in South Kitsap. You're to be proud of that. Your compassion for others, your enthusiasm for school spirit have brought your years at South to be wonderful years for all of us. With the support that you have, not only sitting behind you, but around you, you certainly will go far. I wish you the very best as you step into the next phase of your life. I know that you will do well. On behalf of the South Kitsap School District community and Board of Directors, I accept the class of 2001 for graduation, and I now authorize the presentation of the diplomas.
The reading of the names will be Carl Olson, Debbie Emmons,
I knew about this one. Those are from Mona.
Okay.
So this is the roll number, seat number. She is here in case somebody told you otherwise. She has shown.
She is here. So these are in order.
These people are not.
Okay, so these two are. Am I first? Oh. And before we begin, if we could entertain, and I realize how excited all of you are out there, we have a lot of names to get through. If we could ask that you hold applause until we have gone through all of the names of the graduates, that would be most appreciated. And thank you.
Jonathan Manning Minor.
Arthur Lim.
Aaron Lee Hagman.
Lucia Athanasia Maris.
Megan Ackert.
Brianna Lobbett.
Sheena Acosta.
Jacob Kyle Parkinson.
Jonathan Adams.
Felicia Jeanette Lambert.
Alfred Alflatuni.
Tyler Ligo.
Roshana Maria Agee.
Daryl Lambert.
Darren Albright.
Heather Landsberger.
Richard Raymond Philip Alexander.
Samantha Lang.
Gary Paul Alson.
Ryan Joseph Lang.
Roxanne Lynn Toves Champaco.
Michelle Marie Negron.
Joel Foreman.
Joshua Reinhardt.
Jeremy Akers.
Stephanie Susan Wilson.
April Elizabeth Duncan.
Jamie Surratt.
Sonia Amrine.
Carrie Jo Leffler.
Sarah Renee Aparius.
Jessica LaRoe.
Nicholas Brandon Arshett.
Lydia Dion Laurent.
Kevy Arnold.
Dustin Lawrence.
Sherry Arnold.
Latasha Lika Quinette Lalea.
Daniel Ray Quijocho Atoigui.
Katie Leroy.
Christy Nicole Bailey.
Tyler Allen Lewis.
Jamie Lynn Marie Balch.
Sherelle Lias.
Jason Balera.
Edward Lilly.
Irene Francis Barber.
Justin Lee Lillybridge.
Jerry J. Barnes.
Danae Lindsley.
Lindsay Nolani Barnes.
Brandon Travis Linkmeyer.
Rebecca Barnes.
Dino Linsau.
Bon Barnett.
Jennifer Labato.
Joshua Alton Barrett.
Brian Edward Litvin.
Jeremy Ross Baxley.
Timothy William Litvin.
K.C. Bain.
Hanako Joyce Lombardi.
Rebecca Banis.
Valerie Lowney.
Kevin Michael Bell.
David Lowry.
Russell Bell.
Adam Lucasen.
Sarah Bellamy.
Christiana Lundquist.
Nathan Bennett.
Dominic Lupica.
Daniel Christopher Berthume.
Rebecca Lutz.
Christopher Bidlake.
Michael Mocknick.
Troy Binford.
Carolyn Francis Mott.
Russell Bishop.
Jenny McMillan.
Amber Nicole Bach.
Eric Malone.
Matt Bilderback.
Robert William Manley.
James Bowler.
Adrian Lorene Lopez.
Justin Borchers.
Kelly Marie Marshall.
Randy Borchers.
Ezra Marshall.
Lowell Garrett Bosch.
Heather Jean Martin.
Travis Wayne Bowen.
Jaya Ross Romero Martin.
Matthew Adam Bowers.
Biana Mahogany Lee Mason.
Kristen K. Boyington.
Jennifer Ida Mason.
Brittany Bradford.
Christopher Allen Moppin.
Monica Verla Bradshaw.
Taryn Maynard.
Elizabeth Brady.
Shane Daniel Maccabee.
Andrew Michael Brandon.
Jason Wiley McAdam.
Marcus P. Brazil.
Melissa Sonio McCool.
Nick Breckenridge.
Aaron Leandra McCready.
Brenda Breland.
Joshua McCunn Adams.
Jennifer Ann Boyette.
Ryan Patrick McDermott.
Jeff Briggs.
Is he okay?
Rebecca Elizabeth Lujan.
Henry Aaron Brinkman.
Melinda Marie McDonald.
Adonis Nunez Britton.
Julie McDougall.
Holly Darlene Brooks.
Summer McGill.
Sean Brooks.
Amber McGinnis.
Carrie Brewer.
John Taylor McInturf.
Lisa Marie Brune.
Lindsay McKay.
Kevin Brown.
Roisin Elaine McKee.
Michael Brown.
Monica McCurley.
Monica Lynn Brown.
Kenny McLean.
Kyle Dane Buckingham.
Rachel Elizabeth McMillan.
AJ Buddy.
Daniel McMullen.
Brandy Butenbach.
Nicole Francine McNeil.
Jamie Burge.
Lorenda Lee McNeil.
Lindsay Ann Brown.
Suzanne Meacham.
Michael Edward Burke.
Marcus Meadows.
Kevin Daniel Burchett.
Jennifer Myros.
Anthony Burton.
Zachary Scott Meisner.
Heather Burton.
Philip Melson.
Stephanie Aaron Buxel.
Jolene Mendiola.
Anik Cabanis.
Chris Meyer.
Sierra Cagle.
Nicholas Colin Michael.
Robert Lewis Kaler.
Carrie Middleton.
Jeff Calvin.
Maria Miles.
Brenton Douglas Carson.
April Deanne Miller.
Paul Michael Carter.
Dusty Miller.
Luther Kingston Cassidy.
Jared Miller.
Stephanie Brooke Burns.
Anthony Mirhedari.
Suzanne Cannon.
Jasmine Antoinette Moncayo.
Scott Castro.
Michelle Moncrief.
Jeanette Kayanon.
Irene Marie Nichols.
Sarah Nicole Cecil.
Renal Moore.
Cora Chaddock.
Matthew Lee Morey.
Jamie Chittenden.
Don Patricia Mottershead.
Anthony Christopher Cho.
Rory Mullen.
Wang Q Choi.
Shogo Murakami.
Benjamin Luke Christensen.
Sean Murphy.
Carmen Marie Christensen.
Christopher Raymond Murtha.
Jennifer Lee Christensen.
Sean Nerone.
Erin Michelle Sevilla.
Nicole Marie Nash.
Philip Clark.
Kevin Nod.
Prairie Rain Cloutier.
John Nelson.
Kenneth Cookson.
Christine Marie Nemi.
Alexis P. Cooper.
Brandon Scott Nixon.
Matthew Daniel Colby.
Matthew Norbert.
Rochelle Grace Cooper.
Jamie Nolan.
Katie Rose Coppinger.
Jason Nolan.
Stephen John Cornella.
Jennifer Nottingham.
Ryan Cox.
Rachel Nutter.
Jennifer Cristeo.
Nathan Sven Olafson.
Elizabeth Janine Crowell.
Sarah Oldman.
Jennifer Lauren Kreider.
Peter John Olson.
David Custance.
Shayna Rose Olson.
Brianna Davino.
Hillary Opalar.
Michael Daniels.
Melinda Nicole Orpilla.
Zachary Dargle.
Ben Orser.
Tony Davis.
Michelle Pendino.
Megan Davis.
Kimberly Parker.
Michelle Lynn Davis.
Ronnie Janine Novak.
Tracy Davis.
Bill Patrick.
Justin Dean.
Michael Pavlos.
Randy DeBolt.
Brandy Danielle Pearson.
James DeLucia.
DJ Peralta.
Amy Dennison.
April Andersina Cruz Perez.
Eric William DeWald.
Julita Grace Perez.
Michael Bartley DeWitt.
Randy Peterson.
Stephanie Nicole Dodson.
Emily Ruth Pasinich.
Erin Marie Dolan.
Eric Pierce.
Catherine Ann Dole.
Erica Pilger.
Kelly Drew.
Lisa Pink.
Justin Dudley.
April Lynn Powers.
Melissa Valdez Duque.
Rebecca Dawn Proctor.
Carrie Elizabeth Eastman.
Roderick Odell Pruitt III.
Anthony Edwards.
Failo Oleana Lehi Nohealani Hasi.
Clint Edwards.
Robert Riesbach.
Nicole Lee Egebrotten.
Jason Polk.
Crystal Ramsey Eicher.
Gregory Thomas Pyle.
Matt Eisenhower.
George Joseph Kanata.
Lester Elin.
Dana Renee Randleman.
Catherine Ellis.
Natalie Cadell Rasmussen.
Travis Engstrom.
Rachel Leah Pryor.
Rebecca Catherine Erland.
Kimberly Sue Reyes.
Erin Elise Evanoff.
Rhea Reynolds.
Justin William Thomas Evans.
Megan Elaine Rice.
Nicholas Evans.
Valerie Rice.
Joel Daniel Emmons.
Lindsay Ryan Riggs.
Jonathan Exton.
Aaron Robbins.
Jamie Fedock.
Angela Leilani Payne.
Marie Lisa Fernandez.
Dominic David Rio.
Crystal Dawn Fisher.
Jeffrey Philip Rio.
Andrea Foote.
Amber Rock.
Ashley Foster.
Stephanie Marie Rodriguez.
Celeste Cherie Fowler.
Carissa Nicole Rojas.
Haley Luann Frazier.
Beth Rosa Pepe.
Emily Freeman.
Joy Rosenblum.
Jimmy French.
Elizabeth Ann Rowe.
Jessica Nicole Friend.
Leandra Ryan.
Charla Marie Frood.
Jarrell Soblin.
Albert Francis Fruner.
Gail Margaret Sage.
Christina Marie Fosberg.
Ryan Joseph Sage.
Jonathan Hideo Faruda.
Kathleen Marie Sager.
Kelly Fry.
Kelly Ann Reinhardt.
Pam Fry.
Garrett Buck Savage.
Stephanie Fusilier.
Joe Saladino.
Nicholas Gage.
Kyle Saloma.
Phil Galick.
Amy Jeanette Sanders.
John Garman.
Jeremy Sauer.
David Garrett.
Tessa Michael Sayers.
Tanya Marie Gaudette.
Nancy Ann Sharp.
Andrea Brianne Geisler.
Amy K. Schauer.
Angel Gangler.
Lindsay Mia Schenk,
Nathan Gillard,
Michael F. Schoonover Jr.,
Christopher Randolph Glein,
Stephanie Schroeder,
Christopher Glisson,
Jessica Switzenberg,
Lisa Gross,
Randy Scott,
Christine Marie Getz,
Catherine Searle,
Mary Gold,
Jared Sarkis,
Christopher Gonzalez,
Drew Secor,
Angela Gordon,
Aaron Wayne Center,
Brianna Grabowski,
John Centauri,
Sarah Christine Gray,
Zachary Surad,
Lee Grigsby,
Ryan Lee Severson,
Kristen Haas,
Sean Paul Shand,
Michelle Lee Haas,
Clint Daniel Shelton,
Curtis Hall,
Amy Shepard,
Andrew Joseph Gordon,
Abby Lynn Shields,
Anthony L. Gordon,
Carly Jean Seams,
Robert Hall,
David Silverman,
Kenny Hamilton,
Holly Sin,
Shelley Hamilton,
Josh Smith,
Tabitha Danielle Hamilton,
Paul Shoemaker,
Justin Earl Hammock,
Kimberly Michelle Smith,
Jennifer Denise Haney,
John Snip,
Ryan Hanks,
Jacinda Leanne Sote,
Jeremy Hannaford,
Becky Soul,
Brett Hansen,
Aubrey June Spears,
Melanie Rose Hansen,
Tom Brian Spoonamore,
Micah Elise Hansen,
Kelsey Celeste Sprague,
Teresa Louise Hansen,
Ryan Colby Springer,
Sierra Frances Marie Hargrave,
Lane Elliott Stambaugh Jr.,
Joshua Harrell,
Brianne Stanton,
Bethany Haggart,
Shane Starkweather,
Jamie Higgins,
Lonnie Stebbins,
Jennifer Harrison,
Amanda Steinmetz,
Carla Ray Hartley,
Karen Elizabeth Slate,
Lisa Marie Hatfield,
Aaron Strohauer,
Sarah Ann Hatfield,
Brent Swanson,
Kirsten Nicole Hawkins,
Sean Stevens,
Sean Christopher Haynes,
Sam Stewart,
Patrick Michael Heather,
Scott Stewart,
Matthew Heberling,
Tanya Lynn Stewart,
Laura Lynn Henderson,
Debbie Stiles,
Aubrey Elaine Hill,
Logan Stroud,
Sarah Hill,
Joshua John Stewart,
Tina Hill,
Brandy May Studebaker,
Adrian Therese Hendrickson,
Randall Svak,
Scott Heinisch,
Benjamin Swanson,
Bobby Holbrook,
Ashley Nicole Sweet,
Chris Hawk,
Michelle Talmadge,
Don Hoffman,
Justin Eric Tanner,
Janine Hoffman,
Arnell Taylor,
Jody Lasan Holmes,
Stephen Taylor,
Josh Holt,
Andrew Edward Tetrick,
Dorian Eve Hood,
Jennifer Michelle Thayer.
Gregory Allen Pork.
Maria Thomas.
Corey Andrew Laura Huff.
Eric Melbourne Thornton.
Stacy Jean Curtis Hovland.
Nicole Tilson.
Kirsten Hauer.
April Tomlinson.
Raylyn Janelle Hoyt.
Jennifer Noel Torres.
Carl Hoggins.
Jillian Delana Treat.
Kyle Douglas Hudson.
Troy Tronson.
Donald Arthur Huff.
Tiffany Turner.
Selena Catherine Hurst.
Ginger Barbette Terry.
Elise Rosemary Huscher.
Jessica Lynn Wagner.
Jenny Hutton.
Megan Michelle Uminski.
Amber Irvin.
Brett Underwood.
Joshua Eric Eisler.
Nohalani Kiana Aline Sanchez Yusita.
Nora Beth Jacobs.
Stephen Robert Vale.
Angela Jeffcoat.
Adina Van Bibber.
Amanda June Jeffrey.
Joanne Varnell.
Samantha Rose Jenkins.
Angel Velato Walker.
Donald Jensen.
Jeremy Neal Vialva.
Jason Jensen.
Lacey Christine Vinson.
Christian David Jensen.
Joseph Waldbillig.
Tiffany Joe Jetty.
Katie Walker.
Chris Kaiser.
Amanda Wall.
Anthony Jimenez Rubensky.
Ryan Alfred Wallen.
Kelsey Ann DeLu Johnson.
C.W. Walter.
Scott Johnson.
Brady James Wamsher.
Kimberly Ann Jones.
Cassandra Wardell.
Levi Jones.
Trevor Warmadal.
Yana Annalie Untilla.
Robert Warren.
Clarissa Lee Cartman.
Bonnie Rose Watson.
Jessica Lynn Kaufman.
Hillary Esther Weaver.
Emmy Kawano.
Carly Ann Weaver.
Allison Michelle Keaton.
Brandon Storen Wecker.
Chris Kelly.
Chelsea Lee Wells.
Kimberly Kelly.
Joshua Paul Wells.
Brittany Leanne Kennedy.
Phil Wessel.
Derek Kingsbury.
Shane West.
Rebecca Ann Kincaid.
Todd Westland.
Alexi Rachel Kirby.
Laura Joan Wilkin.
Eriko Kitamura.
J.J. Wilson.
Erin Nicole Koski.
Uh-oh. Erica Lynn Wilson.
Marissa Renee Leah Cracker.
Amanda Wicks.
Erin Alicia Kuno.
Dustin White.
Charles Francis Kunkel.
Rachel White.
Thomas Cooperstein.
Claire Marie Wilson.
Leaf Eric Queensland.
Natalie Wilson.
Jamie Yappenshine.
Joseph Wackenfuss.
Devin Young.
Amy Renee Wood.
Valon Marie Youngs.
Justin Tyler Work.
Jennifer Younger.
James Lewis Ray.
Amy Laurie Ziegler.
Katie Wright.
Michaela Catherine Zern.
Alaire Nicole Woods.
We still have some ceremony to go. At this time, I'd like to introduce Brianna Lobbett, Jacob Parkinson, who will sing the prayer, accompanied by Joel Foreman, Felicia Lambert, and the Sign Choir.
I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. I pray we'll find your light and hold it in our hearts. When stars go out each night, oh, let this be our prayer. When shadows fill our day,
lead us to a place,
guide us with your grace.
give us faith so we'll be saved. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di speranza, unione mondiale, mano suo vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. We ask that life be kind and watch us from above. We hope each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer.
Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child.
Just like every child.
Need to find a place. Guide us us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. And love that He can, I'll chase so nigh. Sento che ci
We are delighted to introduce our friend and SK High Salutatorian, Lucia Maris, who will be presenting Life After Kindergarten.
That was so beautiful. Mom, you forgot the tissues. Okay. Oh gosh, this has gone by so fast. I feel like just yesterday we were in elementary watching the kid next to us eat paste, or we were eating something like that. I feel like we've been waiting for this moment all our lives, yet now that it's here, I can't believe it. We've grown up together, grown closer together, and even though we face the future separately, we will always have our rich memories and fond friendships. Our parents, principals, staff, and teachers inspired us to have open minds, big hearts, and achievable dreams. Thoreau said it best: we're to proceed confidently. We have only to proceed confidently in the direction of our dreams and live the life we have imagined, to meet with success unexpected in common hours. With our experiences at South, we all have what it takes to achieve those dreams with wild success. We are definitely a unique class of individuals. I bet in no time at all we'll have our senior class president, Jonathan Miner, taking the croquet team to the big leagues. Let's not allow anything to hold us back from the exciting possibilities of tomorrow. And thank you all for giving me so much to take with me in my heart.
Class of 2001, as I stand before you to bid you a farewell, I stand before you as your principal. I want to let you know that I will always remember this class with great fondness, because I began my principalship with you 3 years ago, and you have given me numerous occasions to be proud of you. Your amazing leadership at school and in the community has been outstanding. The compassion you have for each other, which has reached the community as well in several ways. Your enthusiasm for school pride has been inspiring to your underclassmen, more than you'll ever know. And before I bid you a fond farewell, I would like to give you some thoughts to think about. Some of you have your plans laid out before you. Others may not be so sure. But at one time or another, I bet all of you have asked the question, what can I get out of life? Or, what does life have to offer me? I would like to challenge you to think about what you have to give. Think about that. What you have to give. Some of you may have heard of a Sergeant Shriver. His daughter is a famous newscaster, Maria Shriver. Sargent was born into wealth, but chose to devote his life creating programs that help the poor. He started the Peace Corps for people who were very young or very poor overseas. The creation of the Peace Corps was an exciting time for America because never had there been a program promoting peace and helping internationally. It was the first of many Shriver's programs. Our own Ann Smith, teacher at South Kitsap High School, spent some time in the Peace Corps before she started her teaching career in the States. After 23 years of teaching, Mrs. Smith is retiring, and she's going to return to Turkey to visit the same area she began her career of giving. Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for all the giving that you have given. Sergeant Shriver's wife, Eunice Kennedy, created the Special Olympics. Over the years, because of their giving, they have brought joy to millions of young Americans. Sargent believes everyone could be happy and fulfilled if they can concentrate their time on people rather than themselves. He suggests help other people to achieve the maximum of their ability, and you will find your own ability is enhanced. This year at South Kitsap High School, the inspirational play, The Miracle Worker, was performed. It told the amazing awakening of Helen Keller to learning, though, limited by her lack of keen senses. She went on to college and inspired millions with her writings. And Helen Keller said, "I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble." Class of 2001, approach each day ready to give yourself to those small tasks. The quality of your efforts is more important than the quantity. Everyone can do something. It is up to you to what you can do, and what you can do may actually change a life. Finally, some of you are wondering, but what do I have to give? It may be a while before you find the answer, but never give up the search. In 1929, Rainier Wilkie wrote, "Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves. Do not seek the answers that cannot be given to you, because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps you will then gradually, without noticing it, live long some distant day into the answer." Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." Class of 2001, I bid you a fond farewell. May God bless you today and each day as you search for your answer. At this time, I would like to introduce South Kitsap's valedictorian, Aaron Hagman, who will present the speech, Farewell to High School, and lead the class in the changing of the tassel.
So nice of you all to drop by. Ladies and gentlemen, men and women, class of 2001, I'd like to inform you, in case you forgot, with high school, we're finally done. We've worked rather hard, worked through papers and tests. We've had a good time, performed to our best. What awaits us in future is uncharted trip. So let us set sail, let the wind catch our ship. We could play, be useless, fritter all of our time, run away to Paris, fast waste every dime. More schooling is not fun, haven't we had enough? But training will build us into more useful stuff. Ignore the distractions that put dreams on hold. Enter a new life with attitude bold. Be a diligent worker, marry husband or wife. Love your family and country, lead a productive life. To the teachers at SK and all the staff too, we say farewell to you, for it's high school we're through. Seniors, please rise for the changing of our tassels. Let us now, the class of 2001, become the South Kitsap High School graduated class of 2001. On the count of 3, change your tassels. 1, 2, 3.